Hello, everybody. We do have Bluebell. Her just Bluebell's ass is making its debut on on screen today. Hi. How are we? I'm absolutely fucking starving, so I've already put my pizza in the oven. So at 1:15, we will in fact be going straight for a sprint because that is when it will be done. Hi. I have had such a productive April in terms of actually everything. My whole life. I moved house. I do forget that. I think I forget that that was this month. That was no less than 4 weeks ago. Like, it wasn't even 4 weeks ago. It was less than that. So not no less than. It was actually less than. You get what I mean. Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to the internet. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to Sprints. We're doing April reflections today. I've already done a lot of my planner stuff. I did it earlier. I don't know if I want to start a new book this evening. I very well could. But I could also do not that. I could do whatever I want because I have free will, and that's that's excellent. Yeah, so I finished these Infinite Threads today, which is the sequel to This Woven Kingdom, which I have not shut the fuck up about. Well, when I first read it, I really did not shut the fuck up about it, and I fear that I'm currently back in that era because I finished these Infinite Threads today, which is book 2, and already I do in fact have book 3 next to me because I kind of almost want to pick this up immediately. So I don't know. I also do have King's Rising, which is the 3rd in the Captive Prince trilogy. It would be nice to finish a series. And also, obviously, I need to give these back to Molly at some point when I see her. There's no rush on that, though, because I haven't got a plan to see her yet. But so there's not like there's pressure. But it would be nice to not leave a series unfinished. And it's not that I don't want to pick this up. It's just that I didn't fancy it when I had just finished A Song of Legends Lost. But then I picked up my reread of This Woven Kingdom because I knew I would enjoy it. And then just immediately wanted to pick up the sequels. So there's that. Yeah, so I'm kind of torn. I do have like these two as 2 options. King's Rising would be a physical read. All This Twisted Glory, in fact, I am listening to the audiobooks of these, but I've been highlighting and tabbing as I go. The annoying thing is, I don't know if you guys have seen my stories, but the Waterstones editions of these, the first 2 books have a block sprayed edge, and then this one has a gorgeous sprayed edge, but a different one nonetheless. And then I go to Waterstone's website to see, damn, you know, the 4th book's out in September. Surely there's a pre-order up already. There is a pre-order up, but it's a standard edition. Not a sprayed edge in sight. So I don't know what's going on, but I fear this series is underrated. I fear that it's undersold. So like, maybe this one undersold, so they're just not bothering to do the 4th. Yeah. They've just got like a nice little thing underneath. All of them are like this. They have like, I wouldn't say clashing colors. Like purple and pink is fine, but the first one they have a yellow cover and then red underneath. The second one is pink cover and then blue underneath. So this is purple with pink underneath. Lighter pink than the outside of the second one. Sorry. So yeah, I'm a little bit just like, confused. As well, when I tab, like the image is gonna be broken, which I'm kind of annoyed at. I don't want to break that image. But at the same time, I think I probably am just going to do it. Sorry, I don't know why I just opened it to like page 100 and then read a sentence. That's so bad. I need to not do that. Really need to not do that. I really want to pick it up. I really want to pick it up like now. And I think I'm probably going to. However, I do have a need to do some other things. They don't necessarily have to be done this evening. I've got one of my items, bookish items on Vinted sold. So I do need to send that, like package that and send it off. But at the same time as that, I would like to take some pictures of some more stuff and put it up on Vinted. Number one, because I just want to get it out of my house. And number two, I am poor as fuck this month. I had a speeding fine, which I didn't realize that I had. So it got escalated and ended up being like 400 quid. Bear in mind, I'm not talking like speeding well above the limit. Like, and also it was an area that used to be a 30, but they changed it to a 20 and I didn't realize. So I was doing like 33, thinking that that's normal, but obviously it wasn't. So yeah. So they didn't send the fine to my parents' address because I just didn't change my address on my car. I'd forgotten that I'd like got a new car, so I needed to change the address, blah blah blah. You know, all this shit. Just more fallout from like all of the shit that went down last August basically, and it's just like it really frustrated me. And there was the option to have it get taken out of my like works pay, so like before tax, and I was like, oh okay, I'll just do that. And it was like said like monthly, and it was like either that or monthly installments of 40 quid starting on this day. So I was like, oh, okay, 40 quid's not bad. Fine. Selected the one, take it out of my pay. Tell me why £294 came out of my pay this month. I was looking at my pay slip like, so it's a lean month for me. I've like frozen my gym membership. I would skip my Illumicrate, but I don't want to, so I'm not going to. That was a 5-star read, so I'm not doing that. Although if I skipped it, do you think I could get it for cheaper on Vinted? What do you think? Is that crazy? I feel like loads of people sell their Illumicrates to get their money back. But like with Illumicrate, you can skip as much as you want. So I kind of don't see the point in like keeping your boxes constantly and then like selling the books or selling everything at like less than what you paid. I don't know. It's weird. Apologies. So yeah, this evening I kind of just have two options. Well, the first sprint is going to be spent eating, but I kind of have two options. My two options are do my Vinted stuff, which again I have like 5 days left to send the item that I've got. So I you know, that's not urgent. Or start the book that I want to start, kind of desperately want to start. Because it's so good. It really is. And like, it's not objectively good. Hi, Mo. Hola, you look high quality as shit. No, the Vinted option. I knew you would be here, and I knew you would tell me off. Hi, Leo. I've been yapping away. By the way, we are going for a sprint at 5:15. 7. Because my pizza is in the oven, just to let you know. Book as a treat after. You're so right. You are actually correct. Okay. That's a nice compromise. I will eat in the first sprint. Second sprint, Vinted. Send your shit you don't want a 1-star review. Oh my god, my mug came. I did in fact buy my first purchase off Vinted. And it was the Jade City Rosie Thorns mug, which I got for £3. I'm so happy. So happy. Obviously there was shipping as well, so it only ended up being like £5.50 altogether. Crazy for a ceramic item. Are you joking? I mean, obviously some other people have put it up there for loads more, but like I just managed to snag one that was £3 and I was like, yank! Thank you very much. I will take it. Also, since having gotten re-obsessed with this Woven Kingdom, which Molly, you need to read this series. Like, I know you prefer non-hetero romance, but I just think you'll really like it. I sent 2 dresses today, even though I did not want to leave the house. I'm so brave. Do you know what? She's so brave. She's well behaved. She is not afraid. That's you. That's Molly today, guys. Claps Molly in chat, please. I'm reading 2 Twisted Crowns and loving it so much. 2 Twisted Crowns. Yes. Yes. 1 dot window. Okay. I've heard such good things about these books. Such good things about these books. It's just a duology, right? It's not a trilogy. The Shepherd King #2. Oh my god, guys, we're listening to Fantasy Lo-Fi Beats. This is from Oblivion, this song, just to let you know. Oh, Molly's had her eye on that series for ages. I actually wasn't obsessed with book 1, but book 2 is hitting. Ooh, okay. I actually own the Fairy Loot. Is it Fairy Loot? Yeah, the Fairy Loot of the first one. Yeah, it's only a duology. I wonder if... Not me going straight to Vinted to see if the... Because the sequel won't sell for as much, I feel. Unless they really fucked... Fairy Loot! Don't talk to me about Fairy Loot. Because they really fuck up a lot of their sales. 2 Twisted Crowns. Barnes and Noble edition. No. Fairy Loot. Wow, it's not even on here. Like, at all. It keeps coming up with twin crowns. Someone's got both up for... Oh. Oh my god, the edges are just normal. What the hell? They're just like, the edges are just like that. Oh, I don't give a fuck then. The Waterstones paperbacks were it. Oh, are they not there anymore? Because, like, would you have to have bought them at the time? Like, have they got nice edges? 1 dark window. Oh. 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 Look, there's a special edition up for pre-order. Not to absolutely waste your money. Well, there's a special edition up for pre-order. 30 quid is crazy for Waterstones. Sweet bit gothic fantasy romance. Yeah, but what edition? What is this? What is this edition? Just a special edition hardback. And obviously, I assume at some point they'll do the sequel then. This one doesn't show anything. But yeah, I do have the Fairy Loot first one, but the Fairy Loot first one looks... It actually doesn't even look that good. It's got a normal edge, so I'm just not bothered, kind of, you know? I'm not bothered enough to try and find the sequel. Fairy Loot 2 Twisted Crowns. Oh, sorry. Hang on. It always does that, you know? It always does that. It makes it... Like, it resets, but when, like... Oh, I don't know. £22. Oh, they did a reprint as well? 12th of December. Oh, this is 2023. Two twisted crowns. Fairy loot. Huh. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to eat. So we're going for a sprint. I'll see you at 8 o'clock. Bye! Not me literally like moving my. I literally did this. Whoa, behind the scenes, crazy. Where are my lo-fi beats? Where are they? There they are. How did we do? I ate my food. Hello, darling. You wound up. Full of beans. Hey, Hannah. How are you doing? Yeah, I ate my food, watched my YouTube video. Pretty much all I did. I actually did start to listen to my audiobook, but for some reason I got really overwhelmed and like overstimulated like immediately. And I'm not sure why, but I think it might be just because I'm still thinking about the book that I just finished. Which obviously this is the sequel, but like still, I was like, oh, okay, it feels too soon. Feels too soon. Molly just tidied my desk, filled in my journal from last week. Nice! I filled in my journal earlier. I was like pretty much like filling out all of my April, like wrap up and adding stickers to love this for me. Adding stickers to my like reading goal one, which like counts in the boxes. And I filled out my A to Z because I got T. And I was determined not to use anything with the for any of my A to Zs, including the one that begins with T. But that's kind of ridiculous. But I ended up with these infinite fates for T. So, oh my god, Hannah, you finished If We Were Villains earlier. That's so crazy. Molly's literally reading that right now. What the fuck? I'm already looking at giving up not using the... I have a feeling it's gonna be, like, nearer the end. How could you be looking at... I'll say May. It's May. We're in the 5th month. How can you be looking at it already? I've still got quite a few left. For my Z, I'm gonna do Zachary Ying, which is the middle grade that, Xuan Zhe Zhao did, which she had to write because she wasn't getting any royalties for Iron Widow. Fun fact. It was taking so long that she just had to like shit out a middle grade book basically. So I don't know how good it's gonna be. Every book I have read starts with only 3 letters. Do you mean starts with the? With only 3? Oh, sorry, no. You mean, yeah, like every book has been only the... Yeah, okay, I get you. So, skill issue. Pick something different to read. I am glad that my K is going to be King's Rising, because I feel like there's not a lot of K. Do you know what I mean? I'll have a look at my library, actually. Library. Oh, I need to update my library catalogue actually to say that I read These Infinite Fates. These Infinite Fates? These Infinite Threads. Our Infinite Fates is a different book. These Infinite Threads. Read. I have 2 copies of that. Why is it saying I have 1? Oh, I think I initially was going to get rid of my Waterstones editions. And then I just didn't. Should we look at my stats? We're at 31% read. What's that series like? Which one? The Captive Prince? The one with King's Rising? That's the 3rd one. If you mean Captive Prince, it's good. I wouldn't say, like, for me it's like, oh my god, clutching everything. Like, Molly feels that way about it. But it's, like, solid. I think I gave the first one 3 stars, but, oh, like, 3.5. The second one I gave 4. I like the build-up. I like there's, like, secrets that are between them. And there are some moments that are, like, oh. But, now reading, like, this Woven Kingdom where I'm, like, it's not like 5-star territory, but it is like a really solid I guess it's romantasy, really. Like, but from ye olden days. Before romantasy was a thing. But it is fantasy romance. It's interesting. I like it. I like it. I feel like it sounds like I'm making excuses and I'm like defending it when and like lying, but I'm not. I'm just happen to be over explaining it for no reason. Ugh. Have we got my lo-fi? There we go. It's weirdly... Okay, there we go. But yeah, so I finished these Infinite Threads today. 5 stars. Is it an objective 5 stars? Nope. Nope. Do I think that it's incredible still? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. No plot happened. All I know is angst. The angst is incredible. Like, oh my god, like, oh. If I describe this to you, so like the way they speak, I'm sure you guys have seen me put in like some quotes that I've underlined on my story, but like the way they speak, and in fact even like the angst that happens and stuff between characters, it is very much Bridgerton. It's basically Bridgerton, but in like a Middle Eastern fantasy setting. But like not with like the high society families and balls and stuff, but just with there is royalty. They're all royals, and just the way they speak to each other, and it's like, oh, she's like, oh, why are you being like all melancholy? And he's like, I fear you have inspired me, and it's just like, oh my god, like the couple or like the stuff that happens in book 2, these Infinite Threads, is very much reminiscent of Bridgerton season 2, like the couple in Bridgerton season 2. So if you like Bridgerton, as in like the characters and the romance and the interactions and the like and the yearning, like that is what this Woven Kingdom is. It just happens to be in a fantasy setting, you know? It's just so good. It's just so enjoyable. And like I have been yearning for yearning. I've literally been wanting the best. I really would love to have the perfect mix between like a really good fantasy story and that much yearning. This isn't that. It's not a really good fantasy story. I would say it's good. I would say it's about as good as... I'm trying to think of like I'm thinking of like the strength of the story. Do you know what I mean? I guess, I don't know if you guys ever read, oh, what was it called? It's one of those that's like the something and the something. And it was also a Middle Eastern one with like gin and stuff. Oh, The Rose and the Dagger, I feel like is the sequel. Rose and the Dagger. The Wrath and the Dawn. If you've ever read The Wrath and the Dawn, that is fantasy romance. It's from like 2016, but it is fantasy romance, and it's the plot in it is probably just about as strong as the plot in this Woven Kingdom. Like, it's like there's some stuff going on with royals and like intrigue, and it's like, you know, someone's been murdered, or like there's some kind of djinn, awful like magic happening that like they need to stop. Like, it's very that. It's very that. It isn't the strongest plot in the world, but the characters more than make up for it. It's just so fucking good. And it's been so fun, like, underlining and tabbing, and like, I've been listening to the audiobook and not having, I haven't had the book like open in front of me while I do it, because I read much faster than the audiobook would go, so that just pisses me off. But what I've done is basically I've listened to a few chapters, and basically when I get to a point where there's like been a few things that I want to go back and underline, I've like stopped the audiobook at the end of the chapter, not in the middle, gone to the physical copy, underlined, tabbed, and it's like, almost let me sit with those scenes as well, because I've kind of reread bits to underline them, and it's just made it even better. Like, it's such a good reading experience. What was I looking at my personal library catalogue for? Oh, it was to update it. And yeah, so I'm at 31%. I'm at 31%. Here we are. I've read 197, and I haven't read 428. What? 428? Why do I have so many Fairy Loot ones? I feel like I need to... I feel like I do need to do a purge, you know? It's fine. That's just a sexy TBR. It is, to be fair. And both April and May Illumicrates, I have already read the arcs. So them coming in, it just, like, it just makes this number go up equally. Which is nice, you know? So there's that. Oh, by the way, I'm skipping Illumicrates June. It just looks really bad. It looks awful. And like the reviews that are good reviews, I don't know, I'm just not convinced, you know? And then the bad reviews, I was like, I can see that for this book. Swan Lake retelling, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know why I keep being vague. Like, nobody who watches me gives a fuck. But, like, so it's called A Treachery of Swans. It's a sapphic Swan Lake retelling, which usually I would be, like, all over. Because I love Swan Lake. It's lovely. And also, you know, Barbie Swan Lake was one of my favorite films as a kid. But I have read a Swan Lake retelling before, and it was god awful. Midnight in Everwood, I believe. That was that one. Shit book. What the fuck was that? I read it. It was like Christmas based as well, and I read it on Christmas Eve, thinking like peak vibes, and I gave it 2 stars. What a waste of fucking time. I just need to ban somebody. There we go. Hannah. Wait, I can't even see you. That was horrendous. Hate it. Right? So I have been burned by a Swan Lake retelling in the past. It was a while ago, and 2021 Christmas, I believe that was, which is crazy long ago. So yeah, and just the reviews, it's YA. It just seems very generic. Actually, do you know what? Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. We've got 2 minutes until we want to... Why did I type in good into Google? Let's update this. I want a cup of tea. I'm gonna have a cup of tea. Also, I've got these malted milks with chocolate on them, so I'm very happy. Okay, Goodreads is not loading. What a shit website. Just had a chai latte. Oh, fucking yum. I like chai, and also I like matcha. Oh, matcha. If you've ever been to one of the blank streets, their matcha with white chocolate syrup. So good. Okay, Goodreads just doesn't want to load, which is really great. So I'm just going to go to NetGalley. Ooh, I got another arc today. Actually, we'll talk about Treachery Swans later. I got another arc. I got approved for an arc today. It's called The Incandescent. And actually, it's out in like 2 weeks. So I do need to read this before it comes out. But this is an adult. And it said it was like similar to the Scholomance. Yeah, fans of Scholomance series won't want to miss this. Also, I like Tasha Suri. I didn't like the Jasmine Throne, but I did like her romantasy before she did that. Looking forward to that one. Same. I've seen it all over my Instagram, and also I really like this cover. So it is adult because we follow the doctor who's the director of the magic at this magic school, one of the most powerful magicians in England. Again, I love an English setting or British setting. Um, blah 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 blah. She teaches sixth formers. There's school boundaries. So, but then it's like it's potentially she is an entity that could be like a threat to the school as well. And like all of these authors that I did like the Atlas Six, not enough to continue the series, but like I did like the way it was written. So Olivia Blake, I really like A Marvelous Light, Freya Marske, and again I like She Who Became the Sun, an absolute flex of a book. How cool is that? And there was a review that said it very much like has a lot of commentary on how schools are failing, but why? It's because the government fails teachers. Like it's very a lot of that. Really surprised it wasn't picked up by sub boxes. Goldsboro have an SE, but yeah, no sub box. Let's have a look. I bet it's got a normal sprayed edge. That's what I'm thinking. It's gonna have a normal sprayed edge, isn't it? No! Okay. Wait, is this out already? No, available from May 13th. I don't know. I thought it would say pre-order, but it doesn't. Well, if I read this and if I 5-star it, I'm buying this. 100%. But you're right. I would have thought like potentially like the Fairy Loot adult box or even a Illumicrate, but then Illumicrate's May pick is A Song of Legends Lost, which is fucking incredible. So, yeah. But maybe this seems like something that would potentially be in Fairy Loot adult. Is Fairy Loot adult? Is that The Night and the Moth? Is that May or is that June? Maybe that's May. Maybe it's just come out at a time where there's just like better choices, you know? But thank you for telling me that the Goldsboro one's there because I will 100% be reading it. Do you know what? Maybe I should start this tonight. Not me being influenced by myself. Maybe I should start this tonight. Not even on my physical TBR. And I'm like, maybe I should just start it. Wouldn't that be cool? Anyway, let's go till 9:05 because I want the full shebang. Oh, is that too long? 47. Whatever. This is my show. Your reading arcs is very useful for me, so please do so. Well, the thing is, that's what Sandra said to me as well, because obviously I've been reading the Illumicrate ones to know if I want to skip, and Sandra's been like literally hounding me, like, have you read this one yet? Have you read it yet? And like, but I've not been saving anyone money in April and May, because I'm like, yeah, I 5-starred these books, so you need to buy them. Did I ban... Oh yeah, I did. Sorry, there was like a weird bot thing. Anyway, we're gonna go till 9:05. I'm gonna get a cup of tea. I'm sorry, Molly, I'm not gonna do the Vinted. I've decided I'm not doing it. I don't want to. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow in the daytime. I want to read. And I actually really want to read that Incandescent now. So I'm gonna do it. No! I'm going on the sprint, you can't tell me Hello. I fucking hate the NetGalley app. I keep clicking, and I don't know if it's me clicking weirdly, but it like skips like 10 pages. Evocation. I don't know, maybe I was just doing it weirdly. Anyway, I'm on page 27. Finally cancelled GSFF. Oh my god. You still had GSFF this whole time? That's crazy. Respectfully, that's crazy. I cancelled mine like 3 years ago. And I've like literally gotten... in my pile of things to sell is like almost all of them. Almost all of them. Hey Leo, was watching Black Mirror again with friends. Nice, nice, nice. I still need to watch the new ones. I've not watched the new ones yet. I've had my cup of tea. I started The Incandescent. I'm really enjoying it so far. Obviously, I'm only like just about 30 pages in, but I have to update it on Goodreads or it's gonna piss me off. It's really, really funny so far. I really like it. It's basically, it is literally the British school system, but it's a magical school. Which is what I actually thought The Scholomance was going to be before I read The Scholomance by Naomi Novik. But it wasn't. But this one is. Like, she's literally... So this is about the director of magic there. And she's like in her head saying to like this other teacher, she was like, I literally went through this like, I literally went through on how to talk to imps in the last inset day, which I just think is so funny. We've only watched 2 of the new apps so far. Oh my god, you're ahead of me now. I need to go watch them. Not me thinking I was gonna finish my book tonight, but I read 10 pages. 10 pages? What did you do? In that sprint mall. What did you do? Book buying is a major problem. The subs made me happy with the stress of uni, but now I'm reassessing everything. Honestly, you're doing what I did 3 years ago. You are absolutely doing what I did 3 years ago. Scrolled. No. You're really enjoying this book though, Mahal. You need to keep me on your phone screen so that it's held hostage. I'm feeling like I want to cross my legs. Oh, yes, you did say before that episodes are on a wheel, so just pure coincidence. Oh, for some reason I thought maybe you'd finished doing that and then the new season you were just watching because it's new. Do you know what I mean? But that makes sense. A great idea, you're on my laptop right now. See, this is why I do what I do. I also need to do a massive unhaul. It's time now that I'm free. It's got to be done, Hannah. I actually, like, physically, I feel you. I actually think I might do one soon. I might do one soon. Like, there are some, like, Fairy Loot and Illuma crates that I've kept that, like... they just had potential, and like I wasn't really excited about them, but they were like, oh, but potentially it could be good, and now I'm like, you're just taking up space on my shelf now, and I kind of don't want you here, you know? Ooh. I also do really want to get back into doing YouTube videos, but I've just been so... like, moving was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's taken it out of me, like, even it was nearly a month ago now. I say it was 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago. I'm like struggling still to like get into a routine and like do things. So even the idea of doing like YouTube is very overwhelming. And it's like, no one cares. I don't have to do it, but like I want to, but I feel very frozen. So it's kind of frustrating. God, I'm fucking warm. Don't remind me my move is in 2 weeks. I hope it goes well though. I'm sure it'll be fine. Do you have a lot of physical books to move? That's the biggest part, honestly. It was the shelves and the books. I actually don't own anything. I don't own shit, bro. I just own books and like a piano and a chair. You know, like I don't have stuff. I have books. And that's about it. And clothes, but like not many clothes. And like a couple of pairs of shoes. Lol. I moved most of my books already. Oh! But my flat is on the 4th floor, so it's exhausting anyway. I can't even imagine. I would actually rather die. I would just be like, well, I'm just never moving house ever again. Where are you moving to? Is it like a ground floor or another flat or like a house? I've lived here for 6 years, so it's so much stuff. Honestly, the amount of stuff you accumulate is crazy. Like, when I moved out in August from my previous flat, which I was in for 2 years, the amount of stuff I threw out is actually quite insane. Because I was like, what is this? Like, and also, like, why do I still have this? Like, I don't make any sense, you know? But yeah, I'm glad I've picked up this book because I have a feeling I'm going to fly through it. It says on Goodreads it's 432 pages, but it's about 350 on the NetGalley app. This fucking iPad. Yeah, 353, because obviously it's just a bigger screen. So I don't think it'll take that long for me to finish. I really hate starting books on the last day of the month and carrying them over, but like, because it is the last day, I feel like it's just counted as a May book and that's that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna read enough of it today for it to make much difference. Oh god, I've been in my uni flat since 2022. It'll be horrible clearing it, so much crap. That is gonna be insane. That's gonna be rough. Do you like have to move out? Is it like uni accommodation, or do you just mean the flat you've been in whilst you've been at uni? Hence the uni flat. Oh my god. I'm just thinking about how warm I am. Also, this book, The Incandescent, the author has previously done this book called Some Desperate Glory, which was in the April 2023 Illumicrate box. And it's a sci-fi. I'm trying to see what else she's written. 6 books. Okay, I haven't heard of any of the other ones. 2020, 2020, 2019. Oh, okay, that's a duology. Okay, I mean, so this Some Desperate Glory has 4.06. I feel like that's not that bad. I'm never moving, I swear. I couldn't face the amount of crap. You do have a lot of stuff, Mol. I like your house, though. Are you still going to get your kitchen done up? Or is that, like, off the table currently? Is that, like, we're not thinking about that right now? Yeah, 4.06. I feel like it's pretty good. Another reason why I was surprised it wasn't a sub pick. Yeah. That tracks. I wonder what Sandra gave this, because she recently read all of the Illumicrate. 2 stars from Sandra. V. Schwab liked it. I don't have to move, but I want to. I feel like I need a fresh start, so gonna start clearing. Honestly, I feel you. That would make sense. Oh, that makes sense to me. Like, that is your time. The uni, the thesis is all done now. Time to, like, move on to the next chapter. We've paid to commit to a kitchen, just waiting for work to get done. Oh. Ooh, this is interesting. I've never seen authors type, like, really big reviews. Am I crazy? Alex Harrow likes it. That's interesting. Huh. Sorry, I'm getting distracted reading stuff. I mean, obviously, if I like the Incandescent, I'll probably go back and read this. It's still available to buy on its own on the Illumicrate website. So, and that's crazy. That's 2 years ago, this box. Yet Fairy Loot is like selling out every fucking month. But then they don't allow skips. They allow 4 skips. Again, we're going to get into this same conversation we have every week about sub boxes. Exciting new editions of, oh my god, there was this is a mistake here. Get your hands on Anne book only. Anne book only box. I think they'll give me a job if I email them and tell them. Oh, trigger warnings. Sexist, homophobic, transphobic, racist, and ableist attitudes. Forced pregnancy. Genocide, suicidal ideation, misgender. Jesus fucking Christ. Is this an adult? Is this an adult book? Science fiction novel. I assume adult then. Huh. End paper artwork. Digitally printed edges. I like the edges. They're cute. Nothing to write home about. They look the same as the Atlas 6 ones that they did. Hardback. Oh, it only came out in paperback originally. That's cool. I fucking hate this cover. It's disgusting. It's so ugly. And it's like all shiny and foiled. Ooh. Gross. This is Howl's Moving Castle, is it not? Or Spirited Away. Yeah, it is. Look. Oh, fucking love lo-fi. Right. Let's go for our last sprint. Let's go till 10. I need a wee. That cover isn't in. I know, right? It's just a bit shit. I could have used a better description. It was just a bit shit, actually. Gotta go to bed. Driving 6 hours to the beach and back tomorrow. Well, enjoy. I'm sure the weather will be lovely enough for that. Good night to you, Leo. Not to everyone else. Everyone else needs to read. Okay, back at 10. Bye. Hello. How did we all do? I did pretty good. I got another 27 pages. So I'm on page 54. It's going well. I'm enjoying. There's like a couple of... Look at this child. Hello. There's like been like a couple of things that I've like been like do you know like when like a certain description is kind of like makes you pause and you're like, okay, sure. So the main teacher has like, she teaches an invocation class with 4 sixth formers. So she like describes all of them basically. And when she gets to the last one, she's like, yeah, Anita, she's a chubby Indian girl. Okay. Like, and there wasn't any, it was just that. It was just, she's a chubby Indian girl. It's like, okay. Just seemed a bit, like, I don't know. I hesitate to say fat phobic. Like, that sounds really, like, deep. But, like, I was just a bit like, okay. There was not, like, she could have described it differently? I don't know. Like, obviously chubby isn't a bad thing, but it just didn't seem like it was... I'm chubby. But, like, it just didn't seem like it was from a nice place. I don't know. It was just weird. But it's been good so far. I'm not getting 5-star vibes. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not getting 5-star vibes. I'm thinking potentially 4 so far. And I like doing that. I like to just, like, measure it as I go, you know? Because it may change. May feel completely differently by the end, but currently it's sitting at like a 4. Like, it's good. I managed 60 this time. Yes, Mal, well fucking done. That's loads. Oh my god, for 45 minutes. Wait, it wasn't even 45, it was like 40 minutes. Okay. Anyway, I'm fucking shattered, so I'm gonna end there. The reason I did sprints today was one of my friends is doing like a games night tomorrow night, so I told her I would move my sprints. And I have a feeling like tomorrow night's gonna get cancelled by like everyone who is invited. I know like that sounds weird, but like I just have a feeling, and then this is gonna have been useless. But either way, we got some sprints in. Sunday, I believe, is all back to normal, so I believe I will be sprinting Sunday night. Thank you for joining me. I've had a lot of fun, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye bye.